Viewers at home, I need to be able to explain if this is regular for you or what the story behind it is.
This has been a long time coming. I got a little head start on some of the guys. Probably started in like November and started as kind of a friendly competition, but we were just playing so well, and I'm one of the most superstitious guys out there, so I couldn't touch it.
And what have the reactions from the guys been as the season progresses?
I think guys like it. I think it's getting to the point now where it's kind of gross. It's guys are asking me if I have birds in here, living in here and stuff like that. But, no, the guys love it. It's good for camaraderie, and I mean, I can't notice it on my face anymore, so I really don't care.
Capped off the season with a big goal, your fourth of the season, gave you an extra reason to celebrate.
Yeah, it was. It's too bad we couldn't get the win there, but it's nice carrying a little momentum in, and I think that was the second goal I scored at home, so to get it on the last game of the year was nice for sure.
Remember anything? Obviously, it was back in December or October, something like that. But you guys remember anything about the time you played Milwaukee from earlier this year?
I do, only because they're the same way they've been since I've been in the league. They're very similar to us, good in their systems, good defensively, good goaltending, well coached, and they play hard. And that's the same way they've always played. Played them in the playoffs 2 years ago, and I'm sure we're going to be expecting nothing but the same.
What do you guys do? Obviously, they've been playing that playoff style for the past 2 weeks just to get into the playoffs, and you guys have been playing to clinch that top seed. Do you guys do anything in practice? How do you try and get up to that level of, because they've already reached that level, they have those must-win games they've been playing for the past couple of weeks?
I mean, it's a tough situation for them. They've been battling this whole last bit here, but we've been doing the same thing every night too. We haven't changed our mindset just because we were in first place, or it really hasn't changed the way we've played the entire year. We're there, our minds are there, and we'll be ready to go on Friday.
Luke, we talked in our interview about leadership with all the young players we have, and since then we've had a ton of players come in and out. Is it difficult to bring them into the fold and keep them focused?
Yeah, it's been a strange year in that respect, where we've had guys come in and out, and at the deadline we picked up a bunch more guys, especially on the back end. But we've gelled real quick here, and the guys get along really well. It's just all you can ask for, and we picked up some really good players, which helps. It's not like we're just picking up kind of roster guys to fill slots. Like, we picked up good players, and it's worked out well for us so far.
You guys, you were on the same line with Curtis the other night. He's a guy that came in from the college game. You helped mentor him at all in the transition from the college to the pro game?
Yeah, I've been in his ear a lot, actually, because I haven't seen him play, and I'd just been to some prospect camps with him and stuff like that, and I really didn't know he was that gritty and that intense, and that's great to see. It helps me a lot. It helps me build off that. And, when we're getting pucks behind their D and you got not one but two guys coming after you all night, it's tough for other teams. It's tough for opponents. And so I've been in his ear talking to him, and he's asked me a couple things about scrapping here and what I should be doing here. And so I've just been doing the same thing that I have for all the young guys, and that's just to try to, give them a little positive advantage here.
And you had the humanitarian in the middle, Toby, the other night in that line.
Yeah, I told Toby, Toby, we got the toughest line in the league right now. But, no, he's easy to play with, and he makes us. What I'm doing for Mac, or Toby does for me always, he's in my ear telling me. He's always positive, and he's been my biggest influence this year. He's been my number one line mate for the most part, most consistent line mate for the most part, and he's helped me this year transition in a big way.
Can you make any comparison between this playoff team and the team that went to the finals in the first year?
Yeah, I've been asked that a couple times, and they're different. They are. Maybe I just felt like we were older my first year because I was younger, but we definitely were older. We had probably a more veteran back end, more veteran goaltenders, I'd say too, and they're different, but they're very similar in the fact that we both play the same way. We play hard every night. Like, we battle. We're not extremely offensively talented. I mean, we've had those couple nights where we've put up a bunch of goals, but for the most part, we rely on our defense. We rely on our systems and our goaltending, and that's what's won us games. So there are definitely some similarities, but they're pretty two different teams, I'd say.
In your experience, how does the intensity level and the level of physicalness change when the playoffs start?
It's unexplainable. It just gets ramped up a whole other notch. I didn't experience it until my second year when we played Milwaukee in the first round, and the tempo is just unbelievable, and it's so much more simple. Guys aren't trying to make really pretty, sweet plays, and there's a lot of pucks just being thrown in and getting after, and everybody's hitting, and everybody's being physical. Even the skill guys are throwing their weight around. It's definitely a notch faster for sure.
What's the mindset going up there knowing that they get the first 2 home games and you don't want to let them take momentum right up there?
It doesn't affect us whatsoever. We have to go in there and win regardless if it's game 1 or 2 or if it's game 4 or 5. We're going to have to win games in other buildings, and might as well get the first 2 out of the way. You know, we go in there right away, try to steal one right off the bat, and like I said, if you're going to win a playoff series, you're not winning them all at home. You have to win some on the road, so it's rather sooner than later.